the most powerful psychotherapy technique. This is how the legend Dr. Norm Shilley calls regression therapy, also known as past life regression. So in this video, I would like to tell you about how I upgraded and expanded my past life regression the way I am doing. Also, I'm going to tell you why I have done it and what I found out in the meantime. But first, briefly about regression therapy. First of all, it's called therapy, but you do not have to be a therapist to do this. So it is very popular amongst clinical hypnotherapists to lead people through past life regression, and this is what I do. It is not therapy in a sense that there is something wrong with you, and though of course if you have really bigger problems you also can do this, and Dr. Norm Shilley also recommends it for people who have health problems. But most of the time I am doing past life regression for people when they simply want to find out something about themselves. They are tired of those patterns that are running in their lives for years or maybe even decades. People do it for weight loss, people do it to find their path in life, people do it to understand what they should do in the future, and it brings a lot of clarity. In a way, past life regression is a way of deepening your self-knowledge. It's a way of diffusing confusion, finding clarity, and whatever you find in past life regression, you can use it to make more empowering choices. In the past, for years, I just accepted that some people don't see anything in their regression. There is simply a block, there is darkness, and no matter what I would do, because we can move them forward, backward, find a source of light, move them to another lifetime, no matter what I would do, there would be nothing. And sometimes it can be a pressure of having this past life regression. You come to a session and you want to experience something profound and illuminating. So I really don't know what makes some people to experience it better. Some people have no any revelations. Maybe I have just, my guess is that some people are simply more connected to themselves. They have the courage to be open to whatever shows up. They trust in their own inner wisdom. In the beginning of the year, I had this client who didn't see anything, and you know what, she was so disappointed, and I was also disappointed, because when someone comes to me, I want to do everything so they live happy. So I decided, no, I'm going to search how to help people to experience their past life regression, and I didn't find anything. No answer to this particular question, and whatever I found, this is something I was already doing. So this is what I did. I took other therapy techniques that you could call spiritual, and I simply combined everything in one. This way, if you do not see something in past life regression, you can see something in the other parts. So this is what I did. When you come to me for past life regression, the upgraded version of past life regression, you are going to experience 3 past lives, at least 3 past lives, depending on how it goes and how fast you are moving and where are you going. The next part, the second part, is I'm going to take you to the spaces in between lives. So before you entered this life, you agreed to certain contracts, you agreed to certain things to experience in this life. So some people go there spontaneously, and some people, if that doesn't happen on its own, I'm going to take you to that space. And what people report is they talk to a council, they talk to other beings, and they get real life advice, they get clarity, and it's amazing to me, because then after the regression they email me or contact me a few weeks afterwards, and they report how it changed everything for them. Not everything, but how it impacted them. And people that get most out of it are those who take action on that advice that they received. The third part of the upgraded past life regression is the Akashic records. I'm going to take you to the Akashic records library. This is a place beyond space and time, where everything that ever happened was recorded. Everything that your soul went through from the beginning of time is recorded. And I'm going to take you to the records that apply to the particular questions that you are bringing to the session. The next part, the fourth part, is your conversation with your highest self. This is something I borrowed from the quantum hypnosis. I didn't study the quantum healing hypnosis with Dolores Cannon, but I know this is what they do in the sessions, so I simply borrowed that part and I decided I'm going to disclose it. So I'm asking people to bring a list of questions to their highest self, and then in the last part I'm going to ask the question, and the client is going to hear their highest self respond to those questions. Sometimes the questions are not being answered, and I would say relax about that, because not every question is available, not every answer is available to you at this moment. So I think the last part is very important, asking the questions of your highest self, because if you come to hypnosis, if you come to past life regression just hoping that during the past lives you are going to get answers to your questions, maybe through metaphors, stories or images or emotions, and it doesn't happen, at least you have the ability to ask the direct questions of your highest self and receive the answers. And that increases the chances of you getting from the session what you came for. So this is how I upgraded the past life regression. First, we are going to visit several lifetimes. Second, you are going to see the spaces in between lives. You will get to know what contracts you agreed to for this lifetime. Third, we are going to visit the Akashic Records library. Fourth, you will have a chance to ask questions of your highest self, and you can bring as many questions as you like, and we'll simply see how much time we have. So if you do not live in Phoenix, Arizona, because this is something I'm doing only in person and it takes like 3 hours or so, you can find a clinical hypnotherapist wherever you are and simply tell them what you want, and I bet they will be excited. Then I also have to tell you what I found out after I upgraded this experience, because remember, I did it because I thought this is going to help everybody to access more of their subconscious mind. And yes, it does help them to access more of their subconscious mind. But I noticed that still some people have more access to their subconscious and some people don't. Some people just go for it, and it seems like the door, the portal to their subconscious is wide open and everything is available to them, or it seems like a lot is available to them and the experience is so powerful. And for some people it seems like there is still struggle to experience it. Still, they report to me after a week or few weeks what changed for them, but we cannot even compare the amount of information that transpired in the process. Thank you for watching. See you next time.